Overthunk movie review. I'm Ezra,
I'm Keegan.
and we're here to talk about Tag, 2018 comedy film directed by Jeff Tomsich.
Oh yeah, Jeff Tomsich.
Yeah. Big fan of his work. All one of them.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull around. I've been a fan since back to the underground work.
Yeah.
Indie films.
Hipster Jeff Tomsich fans coming out of the woodwork.
Now you guys are like taking him from. It's like, someone goes mainstream.
You're not a real Jeff Tomsich.
Yeah.
You don't appreciate him like I do.
You're gonna get front row seats and all this best shit.
Oh, well, aside from the unknown director, comedy films just in general, a little bit more difficult to review.
Yeah, definitely.
Just being that comedy is so subjective.
It is, yeah. And the technical aspects usually aren't the focus.
Mm-hmm.
We can usually pick them apart in almost any other genre, but in comedy it's a bit harder.
Yeah. Mostly because, good comedic actors and like great editing can make up for almost any other sort of production or technical pitfall. Because if someone's funny, they're funny.
Exactly.
And it just translates.
You're not going to care about any other aspect of the movie.
Exactly.
It's funny.
Yeah. I mean, we watch stand-up, which is just a person.
Exactly.
And some of the shows we find the funniest are terribly edited and made.
Yeah.
The Eric Andre show.
Although that's very much intentional.
And that's part of what makes it funny.
Exactly.
And if you are given any set of tools, I think you can make a funny film. So, top line thoughts. What did you think of Tag?
Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would, given the premise. It's a pretty ridiculous premise, if we're really honest.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, based on true events.
That's the more ridiculous fact.
Yeah. So, given that, I think, it was a great little time in the cinema.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm inclined to agree. I enjoyed it also way more than I thought I would.
Yeah.
We ended up watching it we watched it accidentally. Like 5 minutes in, just like, how did we get here?
Just followed through with that accident.
I know. Just sleepwalked into somehow paid.
Yeah.
And what was it that we were trying to see?
Incredibles.
The Incredibles. We still haven't seen it. Terrible.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're trying to go see The Incredibles. It was obviously you that was late. It couldn't have been me.
It was definitely you.
It was definitely
Although in any other day it would be.
Yeah. And then it was one of the only. We had a couple of options.
Yeah.
Just decided to take a chance on it. I'm glad we did.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I think for the most part, it's pretty funny. It didn't fall into the kind of classic American style rom-com.
Yeah.
And it did feel a little bit different from that.
It did,
I didn't have a lot of moments where I've gone like,
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen this with Seth Rogen before, or I've seen like James Franco and someone else do this exact scene. There was a lot of
this
fresh ideas.
What I was going to get to now is that, I think between this and Games Night with Rachel McAdams and Jason Bateman, we've seen two comedies that sort of are a bit different to what we're used to.
Yeah.
Both with premises that we wouldn't think would work in any other.
Yeah. It is a crazy premise.
Yeah. So it's a positive sign that they're getting a bit more creative with these things. Yeah.
And it's nice to see an American comedy that isn't just a Will Ferrell or a Seth Rogen movie.
Yeah. Haven't got any of those in a while.
Yeah, and I think it's good.
It is.
It was very cool to see a kind of sort of fresh take on it. In terms of the cast, very impressive cast list. Some of them not known for a lot of their comedic work.
Yeah, not at all.
Another great thing about it. Just to rattle off some names, I think Ed Helms, for me, probably one of the biggest known names in terms of this type of movie.
Yeah.
You expect him to be very comfortable in this setting. Probably my least favorite actor.
Of the bunch.
Of the bunch? Feel the same? Yeah. I felt like he didn't bring much to the table. He was very much a character. You could see how he was written, the way he was acting it out. And, that just felt a bit wooden. Yeah. But other than him, I was feeling everyone else in the main cast list. Jon Hamm was great. Jake Johnson. I'm not a massive fan of New Girl like season 1 was cool because at that time it was new, and then well, pun intended. But then invariably it got a bit tired and
overstayed welcome, I guess.
Hadn't seen him in much besides for Let's Be Cops, which wasn't great. And I thought he was great.
Besides like cameos in other movies like 21 Jump Street, for example, which was great in. Like, all the cameos were great in that movie.
He's been a scientist in another movie as a cameo, and now I can't remember what it was. But I thought he did a really good job. Hannibal Buress was an absolute standout. I think we appreciated him way more than everyone else in that cinema. Because I think we were the only ones laughing at the Hannibal Buress jokes.
I think that's a sign that his humor is lost on
probably on most people.
Which is kind of sad because he's plenty of lyrics.
He's brilliant. Having said that, I mean, he's not the most popular comedian.
True.
He has been on the scene on the while.
On the while?
He's been on the scene for a while, so...
Like he said in that Tinder video, he's like a C- celebrity.
And I think, weirdly, it sounds so horrible to say, but I don't think he'd mind it. Just his body is the funniest. He does physical comedy so well, like he knows exactly how to play it. So even in some of the kind of punchlines that would be groaners or kind of fall flat, his physical presence and the way that he carries himself, combined with his amazing either deadpan or just really funny delivery, he brings something really special, I thought.
Always.
To this movie. And then, what did you think of Jeremy Renner?
Again, sort of out of his comfort zone as well. You've seen him mostly in dramatic movies. He's had the odd turn. Like he was in Louis. He was in an episode of Louis as a drug dealer.
Cool.
So he's had some comedic turns here and there. But he's the more serious character of the bunch. In this one.
But he had a funny, witty kind of edge to him. The way that he went about the seriousness, which was cool. So I think that main cast, Isla Fisher. I actually enjoyed the energy that she brought. To some that might be an annoying character.
Because we've seen that character from her so many times. She's like this. She looks all sweet and innocent on the face of it, but she just gets unchained at moments in the movie. But
I think maybe that's because she does it really well. Because I liked it. I thought it was good. Given some surprising revelations later on in the film, I also was impressed by the kind of depth that she brought to the role. And which a lot of them brought to this story. I think a different cast could have kind of sunk that finish.
Definitely.
Not to go into spoiler territory, but not at all what it seems on the surface. Because it seemed really silly from the trailer, and
this is the same.
The premise seems like a very funny dead end.
Like there's not much more you can do with it. That's what you think.
But without giving anything away, I thought it was pretty well written. A little bit telegraphed. I remember saying to you, like, hey, that thing,
that's
thing.
Definitely,
And then it came to pass.
You called that like 15 minutes into the movie. It's like revealed towards the end.
Towards the end. But I think that's, just a symptom of the way that we overanalyze a lot of things and just the amount of, media, movies and stuff that we consume. Probably not a problem for the average moviegoer. And I didn't find it a problem for me either. It didn't water down my enjoyment of the film.
I mean, you don't watch a movie like this to get blown by a plot twist.
It's not a Sham Lamam movie. It's not Bruce Willis in Sixth Sense. Like, hey, you think he's dead? 15 minutes in, and then it ruins your experience. Nothing like that. But I actually thought it was well written. Thought the jokes were well written. They were very much some very typical comedy locations. Like, and now we're at the engagement party, and now we're at the hospital. The hospital, and the apartment block with this kind of chase scene. But there were some really unique, funny moments in it as well, and just generally not boring.
I think moving on to the technical side of things, which is weird that there's even a category for this in a comedy. But some really well choreographed and shot sequences. mainly based around how badass Jeremy Renner's character is.
Yeah.
Um,
Very Sherlock Holmes, Robert Downey Jr.
Yes, very much so.
But not. I didn't feel directly like a rip. It felt like it knew what it was doing and it was winking at it. So I liked it.
Yeah, it was really good. And even that first chase sequence that we see with Jake Johnson's character when he's sort of just running away
from Ed Helms.
There's some cool shot variation there. I think there's a shot that's very close up to his face when he's running, and it's like
that was really cool.
So yeah, cool to see that sort of thing in this genre. It's not something we see too often.
Yeah, it's nice to see that being accessed from your lower budget films. Like it's not just reserved for something that has crazy budget, so we can see more of this type of thing in more movies, which is great. Yeah,
and it fits the premise here because
exactly.
And it makes the premise sort of less ridiculous, almost in a sense. Like not less ridiculous, but it makes it work a bit better.
Yeah. And I think as a cinematic device, I liked how the kind of epic scale of these moments that are happening with Jeremy Renner's character and Hannibal Buress' character and Jake Johnson's character and Ed Helms and John Hamm. It kind of brought the kind of gravitas that they had towards the game to you.
Yeah.
So you know that it's not just a game. To them, it was something special and it had meaning. So even before you learn what it means to them and to their childhood and then into their adulthood, you already feel as the viewer, like as invested as they are, which is great
because
from
of the way it's constructed.
Exactly, I think one of my only real gripes with the film was actually kind of the music choice here and there.
Yeah.
Early on, it seemed kind of fine, but then there were a lot of, felt like emotional cues with music, and I feel like when you build the mood and then supplementarily, that's a word I assume. It wasn't like a score, being there to support the mood. It was, this is a funny thing, rap music.
Yeah.
This is a sensitive thing, strings. I thought, some more work could have been done to the soundtrack.
Yeah. To be fair, I think we're asking a lot if that is like 100% on point and they have like flashy camera work and stuff.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. But 100%. Some of the music choices were a bit like... it's a big deal for us.
It is. Yeah. And especially now that we have so much access to like, underground kind of indie artists. Maybe, you don't have budget to get... NWA songs. You can find a rapper who's willing to get a paycheck to be in this movie. Do you know what I mean? Like the case of not having budget for music is someone just needs to put in the time to go find what you need.
That's true.
I think you can. Yeah.
I think they're very much playing towards the crowd pleasing aspect of it, though.
Also true. Yeah.
Because they slip in like an internet album from like 2011. Like nobody's gonna really care.
True. Also true.
You can have you in the cinema like, everyone else is quiet, just like the Hannibal Buress jokes. Like it's the same thing.
Oh man, we didn't even make 10% of our budget back, but that Ezra guy in the film said, "Job well done, boys." Popping bottles in the studio, like nothing like that. Yeah. So I think in general, just a really enjoyable film.
Yeah. Pleasantly surprised.
Yeah. Difficult. Now, we have to give it a rating.
Yeah.
And that only becomes difficult because I remember rating good, like, big movies that I'm trying to, like, do a lot or say a lot. But I think...
This is why ratings can never be on one scale. You can't really have different types of movies on the same rating scale.
Exactly. Because we're looking at these movies from a different place. But... if I think about what I assume the goal to have been, they're making the movie, if I think about my enjoyment and how much I laughed, which is directly proportional to how good comedy is, I think I'm going to have to give Tag a 7.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it, and I'm definitely going to be rewatching this movie.
Yeah.
So, a 7 out of 10 for me.
That's fair. I feel very much the same. I think this movie's sort of been a bit underrated. I think the most direct comparison in terms of comedies, as what I mentioned earlier, is Games Night, and I think that movie is a bit better.
Okay.
But Yeah, I think I'm also feeling a 7 out of 10.
All right.
Yeah.
I believe our first unanimous.
No, I think we've had a few.
I don't know. Have we?
Either way, that's unanimous this time.
It is unanimous. 7 out of 10 for Tag. I recommend you go and see it if you're looking for
very
a fun movie. Yeah. I can't think of another comedy. I mean, you mentioned Games Night, but recently that's given me as fun an hour and a bit. So, yeah. Overthunk approved. Definitely go and see it. What's the new? I felt like one of those "hello, fellow kids" moments because I didn't even know where the hand's supposed to go. I don't know what I'm doing, and we're not that old, man. Oh no, we're so irrelevant.
Yeah. 100%.
In any case, let us know in the comments what you thought about the film, and yeah, stay tuned for more mediocre reviews.
Yeah.
Overthunk over and out. Horrific.